The New York Knicks just got eliminated from the Eastern Conference Finals and just a few days later decided to fire their long-term, I guess long-term in the NBA sense, but only 5 years worth head coach Tom Thibodeau. And in today's video, simply put, we're going to rebuild this team. This isn't going to be the most realistic rebuild or anything, but OKC wins the finals. I do plan on keeping their core mostly intact, at least this first year. I think we're going to probably try and just build on what they already have going for them. And then in future years, if it doesn't work out, we can make some bigger moves. Truthfully, I can't see a scenario where I end up trading Jalen Brunson though, so he's probably safe. Fun fact, I thought Jalen Brunson was probably the worst contract in the NBA when he got it. Now it just looks like a steal. I'm not gonna set these picks. These picks are what they are. So first things first, we gotta fire Tibbs. And then who's the guy that they're talking about? Something Bryant, Johnny O'Bryant, I don't know. But obviously he's not gonna be here. So who do we want to replace Tibbs? I would prefer like a real person, but there's just not that many here. We could promote Rick. I don't want to do that though. In fact, truthfully, I wouldn't even hate firing Rick, but whatever. Okay, this is one of the first times I haven't seen a head coach get blocked. So we threw out 3 deals: Chris Quinn, Wes Unseld Jr., and Sam Cassell. And Sam Cassell didn't get blocked, so we are going to sign Sam Cassell to be our next head coach. Injuries are on. They are slightly toned down because this game kind of goes crazy with injuries, but they are on for this. Looking at the draft, Philly takes Cooper Flagg. The Nets, Dylan Harper. Ace Bailey goes 3 to the Spurs. Any trades? The Mavs trade the 12th pick and they get Jose Alvarado and Kelly Olynyk. So not the draft night they were hoping for. We do have pick 48. I'm gonna just see if I can trade it for something. The Thunder are willing to do this with me, so boom. All right, we're gonna let Huckworthy go. Don't really care to have him. I also don't really care to have any of these guys. So we are 10 mil over the cap. That's with, I have custom sliders on for this stuff just to kind of make it more realistic. I did look up to like a sample basically. So like for example, like Vooch would be getting offered 19 mil. Who's a good example? Like Wiggins down at 18. That's better. So you get the deal. It's supposed to be more realistic. There's probably some things that aren't going to be realistic, but honestly, this whole rebuild's not going to be perfectly realistic. So one of the big things I want to do with this team is I want to get a rim protecting big that isn't Mitchell Robinson. I mean, Clint Capella's here, but I honestly don't love any of these options too much. Could bring back Bobby Portis. I'd really love to steal Caruso. So we did sign Caruso. Now I'm going to offer a big contract to Precious Achiuwa. Reason being, that way I can flip him for a guy. We can give him about 20 mil on the dot. He should sign that right away. And now we just got a $20 million contract to play with. So if I throw Mitch Rob and Precious in there, nothing really doing. Man, these trades kind of suck. Okay, well, we made a trade with the Timberwolves. You know we had to. We brought back Dante. We gave him Mitch Rob and Tyler Kolek for Dante and a 2nd round pick. Cool with that. We definitely probably overpaid, but we wanted Dante back. And honestly, just giving up Mitch Rob ain't the biggest deal. The team looks pretty good. We aren't deep at all, but we can fix that. I'll throw a minimum deal. I love signing Kevon Looney. That's really good value, I feel. In addition, we also signed D'Angelo Russell to a pretty decently signed or sized deal, 3 years, 32 mil. I honestly don't even know how we were able to afford that one, but whatever. Okay, I was contemplating doing this, but we'd have to give up 4 rotation level players for him, and then we're kind of back at the same position we were. Yeah, if we do this trade, we'll only have 8 rotation players counting Sabonis. Holy crap, we have 2 2.5 star. Oh wait, no, we have 1. No, we have 2 2.5 star 1st round picks. Is that from, are these both from that trade I just pulled off? No, they have this Wizards one some other way. All right, well, let's see what we can get for Precious in these 2 picks. Gafford's here with Najee Marshall. I don't view any of these as putting us over the edge, so I'm gonna just keep trying to build a trade here. The problem is that I really don't know what I'm looking for. Giannis is untouchable in this world. Julius Randle's on the Bulls. I know Kenny just got Jarrett Allen in his Knicks rebuild, so I don't want to do that. I mean, Zubac's the name I keep coming back to. Mark Williams would be cool. Oh, we do have the money, actually. He hasn't played too many games, and I don't really want an injury-riddled center. That's the whole point of moving on from Mitch Rob for me. But if I could do it just for 1 pick and Precious, is that worth it, though? I'll just see. They don't want to do it. All right, Big Z, we're going to work this again. You guys still think you're championship contenders? Let me get through player progression first before we try and work that big trade. I am going to try and sign a center here. We could bring DJ back. We'll bring back Taj. Reason being, we're going to move. So let me just show you what I plan for the lineup. So point guard, obviously Brunson. I think I want Mikal at the 3. I think I want Josh as well at 3. I'd rather have Josh be a really good rebounding guard than be a decent rebounding forward, if that makes sense. And actually, we are going to keep Mikal at the shooting guard just because his overall, or OG's overall at the shooting guard goes down to an 85. So I'd rather this. And then Cat, we're going to move over to the power forward. All right, we're going to player progression. Jalen down, Cat down, OG down, Josh Hart up, and then some bench guys down. That's okay. okay. I'm not messing with tendencies for this one. This one's more just like a actual rebuild as opposed to like one of my experiments. Okay, so we come into the season power ranked 9th, but that is before we make the next trade we want to make. And I actually think I might package D'Lo in this deal. Okay, the trades look a lot better. We could just straight up get Mark Williams. We also could get DeJounte and Yves Missy. Okay, now we got some things to think about. The Cavs don't have Evan Mobley listed as untouchable. There's no way he's not, right? He's not untouchable. There's no way I can get Evan Mobley, especially without giving up one of our like core pieces. There's just no way. Dang, I pretty much just offered them the Godfather offer that I could do. I'm gonna go see if there's an Evan Mobley trade out there. I doubt there is. There's not. Man, I want to swing big. I don't want to just bring in anybody. The Kings brought back Davion Mitchell. I don't know why I thought that was of interest. James Harden went back to the Nets with Dylan Harper. The Timberwolves also added Chris Boucher to this center rotation. Miles Turner's over in Golden State. That's actually a nice fit, I feel like. Man, there's just limited options at this center position. All right, honestly, we're pretty good set. I feel like I'm not gonna force a trade right now. We are gonna move Cat back to the center. Our long-term plan will be to get him back to the power forward, but right now we're just gonna run with this. Can OG play the 4 for me? No. Damn, everybody goes down at the 4. We're also gonna re-sign Mikal while we can. That keeps the core of the Nova Knicks and Cat basically and OG together for the next few years, so that's good. They want to play John Isaac. I don't love that. I didn't even sign John Isaac. They did. I'm gonna trade him just so they stop trying to play him and they play either Hart or OG at the 4. He wouldn't be a horrible fit here, but we'll take another first from the Thunder, have fun with John Isaac, and they want to start Precious. You know, honestly, that's fine. We want to trade Precious. We'll put him in the starting lineup. This is what this stuff looks like. If I had to pick a target list right now, I might put AD in there. That's like a very high reaching target, but same thing with like a Sabonis. Definitely looking at a Zubac. Mark Williams, if we don't have to overpay, would be cool. You know who I didn't even consider is Nick Claxton. He has an 80 durability. His rebounding is not great for a guy who's 6'11", but we can throw him up there. See if we get some trade offers. So Tatum's out for this season. So this first game, I feel confident, and we lose by 3. Jaylen Brown gave us 44, 9, and 8. Derek White 32. Brunson gave us 41 and 7. The rest of the stuff just wasn't great. I'm gonna change it to perimeter centric. That way Jalen's as comfortable as possible, and we're gonna sim a little bit. So honestly, it's been a kind of bad start. After going 1-1 to start, we fell to 1-4. Won our next 5 games and then lost another one. So we're 6-5 right now. Cat and Brunson doing their thing. Mikal, Dante, OG's points fell from 18 to 10.5. Josh down at 9. So guys that I've been looking at trading, these 3 are all negatives, and then Caruso's actually a negative, but I'm okay with that, being that he has perimeter defense of 91 and 94 steals. So if we need it, he can play spot minutes in the playoffs. I don't really care how he plays in the regular season. And then they did want to move OG to the starting lineup, so I'm happy with that. Okay, November is come and gone. We're 20 games into the season. We are just 11-9. I think it's pretty much go time on trades right now. One thing that's nice, both the Sixers and Wizards are terrible, so that hopefully gives those picks more value. Well, that was super easy. We did trade for Nick Claxton. All I gave up is that Sixers pick and Precious, the John Isaac exception, and Claxton comes in. He can be our center. This allows Cat to move over to the 4 and then gives us more bench play too. OG moves over to the bench with Dante, McBride, Russell, Caruso, and see if that helps us a little bit. The first game after that trade, we won by 41 points. Multiple guys over 20. Bridges just barely misses out with 19, and Claxton in his first game had 13 and 10 with 1 steal, no blocks. Okay, we've won all 4 of our games since. Claxton was 17 boards here, 4 and 7, and 4 and 8. So I mean, he's not scoring, which we didn't bring him in to do, but he is getting boards. I love that. We're gonna sim to the end of December, see how we're doing. Rematch from the Eastern Conference Finals. We beat the Pacers pretty handedly, and that moves us into the NBA Cup final against the 22-3 San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, I don't think there's much to say. They're just really good. Oh wait, we're down 4. We lose by 4. Not too bad though. Against his old team, Nick Claxton had an almost double-double. We bludgeoned them by 40. Ever since making that trade, we have been on a tear all the way to the first seed in the conference now. We are 8-2 in our last 10, up to 24-11. From 11-9, I'm pretty happy. But one of the big stories about the Knicks this year in real life is they struggled against the other top teams. But here we handled the Pacers. Can we handle a 28-9 Thunder team? Because that's what I remember going into the playoffs. Everyone kept saying, man, the Knicks, I don't know exactly what their record was against the other top teams, but they kind of just felt like they never put it all together, and we beat the Thunder by 19. They were obviously a really good team, and it was a good year for them. And honestly, outside of my Pistons, they're probably my favorite team in the whole league. I just like Karl Anthony Towns. Towns is out. He cannot play through an injury, but that's okay. We got 10 guys playing. But I just really like their wings. I like Mikal. I like OG. I like Josh Hart. I really like Brunson, even though some of the foul stuff I'm not the biggest fan of, but like you also can't blame the player, you know, like if the refs are going to call it, why wouldn't you try and foul bait? Like, I'm not as high on Cat though. It is trade deadline here. OG's also hurt for a couple days. Cat's out 1 to 2 weeks. Caruso's still been a negative. I don't love that, but D'Lo's gotten into the positives, as has Dante. Well, he already was. McBride's still negative, so we are going to look to probably move on from him. I also like Deuce. I had a fun time making the playoff role player video, which he was in, but also you're 6'1", you don't really defend. We don't need more scoring on this team right now. He has 81 perimeter. This pick is worth 3.5. I feel like I have to do this. Could we do it without that part of it? Can we do it without the Caruso part? You can take our first this year and 2 seconds, and they give me an unprotected first. Sure. So we just got rid of Miles McBride for a super valuable pick. I'm not mad at that. This Tyson Etienne guy is gonna play. I don't really love that. We'll go sign somebody. Nothing against him. I'd just rather have a veteran play in that spot. Can we get Schroeder on a minimum? Could. What do we really need? I know Cat's out and OG's out. We have depth. Okay, so we need a power forward. Honestly, we'll probably just go get Torrey Craig, a guy who can do the things I look for, defense and hit the 3 ball. Not gonna ask him to do too much. They want to start him. Sure, for now, I guess. Just get us through the All-Star break, please. So we did drop a couple more because of the injuries, but that's okay. The East did lose the All-Star game, and no Brunson. I didn't expect to see Towns here because he's injured, but no Jalen Brunson. Wow. I mean, 24 a game, 5 assists, good percentages. That is really surprising to me. All right. Well, hopefully we get Cat back soon and we can start playing as a team, gearing up for the playoffs. Contract extension time. I don't really foresee us having anybody to re-sign right now. Dante will re-sign. Yeah, we might as well go grab Dante. Cheap deal. Nobody else is eligible. And I'll see y'all at the end of the year. Cat's back. Dante's out. Nothing big there. Shades your MVP. Cooper, Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper. 6-man averaging 21, 5, and 3. Victor Deepoy, Most Improved goes to Giddey. And Edwards, your clutch player. Coach of the Year, Greg Pop. And Aaron Phillips, executive. Any All-NBA teams for us? No. Defensive teams? No. Well, we did end up having the first seed. We won 58 games, I believe. Yeah, 58 and 24. Points-wise, Brunson led us. Then Towns, Bridges, DiVincenzo, OG, Hart, Russell, Claxton, Kennard, Torrey Craig, actually. Were you a positive for us? No, you were a negative. 6. Towns was the most valuable, then Brunson, then Josh Hart at 9 wins added. Negative players, Torrey Craig, Caruso, and Taj Gibson. 2 of those 3 I'm not too surprised at, and then Caruso I'm actually pretty dang surprised. He shot terribly. Dang, bro. You shouldn't have been out there shooting. Just play defense. That's all I need from you. All right, we got the Bulls in round 1. I don't feel too worried. It's a Julius Randle revenge series, but we should be okay. Yeah, I don't even really think we need to set rotations. Did someone just get hurt? Kevon Looney got hurt. Claxton's back in. Okay. Game 1 is a loss by 1. Okay. Feels fluky. Feels fluky. Game 2 is a win. Big margin. Okay. Feel good. Game 3 is a win by only 12. Game 4 is a loss. Okay. I think I'm going to put Claxton on Randall. Game 5 is a win by 7. Brunson 23. Towns 20 and 15. Randall did have a good game though. Let's shorten this rotation. I really love Caruso, but man, I gotta take those minutes away. How are you so bad? He's only 2 for 8. Damn. Claxton's got to play more. That's for sure. All right, I think this is what we're going with. Game 6 is a win. We move on to round 2. 34 for Brunson, and we do get the Indy rematch. A series early. That's okay. We got to try and take them out. So Nemhard's been pretty bad. So this is where it becomes kind of tough because it's like, who do you have guard who? Tyrese can't get guarded by Jalen. I guess we go Mikal. I think we're just gonna blitz Tyrese in screens. Obviously he's a great passer, so that probably won't work too well, but I don't really know what the alternative is. And then we got to have Mathurin get guarded by Josh. One nice thing is they don't have Miles Turner anymore. Actually, what kind of perimeter defense does Claxton have? He has A-. He has 80. Okay, I'm cool with that then. He can guard Pascal. I feel pretty good about that actually. All right, so game 1 is a loss. We lose by 3. Towns have 42 and 17. Tyrese had 15 assists. He didn't shoot it well. Game 2 is a win. We win it by 11. Tyrese, another not great shooting game. Siakam was pretty much taken out. Game 3 is another win by 23. I think my math is correct. 40 and 12 for Tyrese, his best game, 11 of 16, but 48, 8 and 6 for Towns. Damn. Claxton with a tremendous game, 15 and 13, 4 blocks on 6 of 6 shooting. Game 4, another win. We go up 3-1. Huge win. 40 and 13. Towns is going crazy these playoffs. Damn. 29 and 12. Tyrese played pretty well, as as did Siakam. It was just the supporting cast in it. And in game 5, we move on to the conference finals again, 35-13 for Towns. And we held Tyrese in an elimination game to 4 of 18 shooting, 2 of 11 from 3, 14-10. Pretty happy with that. And in the conference finals, we do get the Cavs. Damn, I was hoping we got the Pistons. And they got DeJounte too. Damn. This is a tough matchup bigs wise for us because no matter what we do with Carl, he can't kind of hide defensively. It's his interior defense, and the game defense is 71. Dante's out. He can't play. We're gonna give those minutes to Caruso. Prove me right, man. So Donovan's got to get guarded by McHale, smother, force all of this stuff. And then we're just gonna set Mobley to Claxton, I guess. All right, game 1 is a victory. We win by 17. Brunson 33, 4 and 6. Mobley, pretty good game. Donovan, not the best. Game 2 is a loss by 19. Bridges showed up. They got a pretty dang good supporting cast though. Game 3 is another loss. This one by 6. Let's set DeJounte's matchup to Josh Hart as well. See if that helps. Game 4, we go down 3-1. Damn, 6-point win for them. And in game 5, we win. We win game 5 by 20. Can we force game 7? We do. Another 20-point victory, 39-12 for Brunson. Game 7 against the Cavs in the conference final. They pull away. Can we bring it back? Close. Bring it close. Bring it close. Down 13, down 7, 6, 5, 6, and we lose by 4 in game 7 of the conference finals. Our stars showed up. Some of the lower guys didn't. Steph is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Mobley, your Eastern Conference, and we get a Cavs Warriors finals for the first time since like 2018. And Mobley is your finals MVP. LeBron retires. Taj retires. Paul George was a member of the Thunder this year, and I didn't even know, but he's staying. Let them eat that contract. Tibbs, Pop, Luke Walton, and Doug Christie retire. Now, I believe we still have our Wizards pick, right? So we should be high in the lottery. Yeah, we have the chance at the 1st and 10th overall pick. I'm just gonna sim it. We got 2nd and 6th, so that's pretty dang good. Now, there is a legit, and this guy is huge. There is a legit #1 prospect. He's 20 years old, 6'9", 230. Comes in as a good scorer, good athlete, decent potential. He is the consensus #1. So I assume if we don't trade up, we don't get him. So I am gonna try and trade up. Who did it say had the first pick? The Thunder, of course. The Thunder have it. 1st and 6, 29. Boom, and we got first pick. All right, in the NBA draft, but the first pick, we are gonna take this Ross Wilkins guy. The Thunder got a 75 overall, so we help avoid them getting 2 great players. Ross Wilkins an 80. So looking at the roster, before we get to player progression, I am going to trade Russell as well as Caruso. Caruso was just too bad, and we have depth, so mine as well. Okay, so I just really overpaid, but I did want Sabonis. I feel like he can be a really good rebounder, move the ball around for us, gives us another high-level player. We did move Claxton and a bunch of our first-round picks, but I think that's okay, and we also moved Russell and Caruso. But to be fair, all the guys on the team now, I think, are rotational pieces for us. We got 8 guys. Let's go sign some people. All right, we brought in some defensive rebounding in free agency. We brought in Andre Drummond, who I'm sure regresses. We brought also in CJ McCollum on a 1-year deal. Brought in Marcus Smart, and we re-brought in John Isaac, who was here at the beginning of last year. But I feel really good about this team. I don't feel like there's too much I need to do. We brought in Sabonis to be paired with this already good core. We got DiVincenzo here, and we brought in this rookie who is an 80 overall. Comes in pretty decently high shot tendency, good shooting. I think we have a really good shot to be really good this year, and we will just see how it goes. So to start the year, we are 3-0. Okay, we still haven't lost. 7 games in. We've just got our first injury. It's to Jalen Brunson, who right now is averaging 25 and 5. Really good play. He gets replaced with DiVincenzo. We still haven't lost, and we got our first loss. It's against the Wizards. Trae Young's here. Colin Murray, Boyle, Sarr, Poole, Richards. Interesting young team. I don't love this team, but they did enough to beat us, so we're gonna smack them in this game. I'm calling it. No, back-to-back losses to a Wizards team who is currently 8-12, and then we go ahead, beat the Pistons, lose to the Thunder. We lost the cup game to the Timberwolves. That's a shame. Sabonis led the way for us in that game though. All right, 30 games in, we are 26-4. Let's just go look at how the team is. Brunson in only 28 minutes a game is averaging 25. Towns is down to 21. Bridges at 15, 13 for Sabonis, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Wilkins averaging about 12 and 3. Pretty good shooting, at least from the field. Josh Hart plays the most minutes, it looks like. I'm going to turn lineup performance factor down. That way, no matter what, Brunson's going to be playing. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to turn the team automation on so that they just fix the lineups, because for some reason it's not telling me when guys are back healthy. So that is that. At the trade deadline, we are 44-7. Brunson's averaging about 26 a game. Hopefully he's an all-star. The only negative guy is Marcus Smart. The rest of the guys are all positive, so I don't really see a reason to make any moves. There's no way. No Towns, no oh no, there's Towns at least. I don't get how Brunson wasn't though. Whatever. We push on. Okay, we are putting points on people. 168 here. Towns and Bridges both had 30. DiVincenzo had 16 assists. Oh, Brunson might be hurt. Yeah, he is. Okay, so maybe that's why. We also put on 149 here. 38 and 11 for Towns. Damn. Jokic, your MVP again. Ross Wilkins is your rookie of the year. Harden, sixth man. Wemby. Peyton Watson, most improved player. That's a name I haven't heard, but I mean, he's averaging 9 points. Booker, clutch player. Coach of the year, Sam Cassell. We lost our last game. We could have won 70 games. Damn. First team, second team, and third team. Nothing for us. The only thing we got was Wilkins on the all rookie first team. In a year where Brunson only played 60 games, Towns missed some time. Also, Bridges still hasn't missed a game. That's pretty dope. Yeah, our two best players missed some time, and we won 69 games. So first seeded against these Raptors, we should be all right? We do sweep them to take Chicago on. We should be all right? We do sweep them to take on Cleveland again. All right, time to get our revenge. They do got the same roster, basically. They moved DeAndre Hunter to the bench. Their bench is a lot weaker than ours. Let's just see. Game one is a loss, 122 to 106. I want to change for against the Cavs. Let's just crash the boards. We're not going to worry about running and then try that. Actually, let's just delete this. Donovan Mitchell gets guarded by Bridges. DeJounte gets guarded by Hart, and then Evan Mobley. Oh wait, who do we have guard Mobley now? I guess we just kind of leave it. Sabonis is a good defender, right? He's actually worse than Towns in the game, so I guess we just leave it. Game two is another loss by 10, 41 for Brunson. Nobody else could do anything. Okay, we're gonna take away Isaac and Drummond's minutes. Play Sabonis 36, Towns 36, 32 to Hart, 38 to Brunson, 32 to Bridges. Game three, we are down 3-0. We win game four, win game five. We force a game seven again. Somebody got hurt. Who's hurt? Brunson can't play through it. No. Yeah, Brunson can't play through his injury. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna pivot. Dante can come off the bench. We're gonna take away John Isaac's minutes. We're gonna let Drummond play 15 just to give our bench guy or our bigs a little bit of break. DiVincenzo can play 22. DiVincenzo can play like 18, let's be for real. 30 to OG. Sabonis gotta play 35. Okay, so Marcus Smart's gonna guard Mitchell. DeJounte gets guarded by Miles Bridges. All right, another game seven against the Cavs. I'm worried. We're down. We're getting killed. Wait, we're coming back. We take the lead and we blew them out. We ended up blowing them out. Marcus Smart gave us 12, 30 for Bridges, 20, 10, and 6 for Hart, but Cat is banged up now. You gotta be kidding me, 2K. Jokic and Cat are your... hold on. There's gotta be someone better to give it to. Honestly, I kind of want to give it to Bridges, bro. 16 and 10 bad shooting versus 18, 3, and 2 good, better shooting at least. What about, what did Sabonis do? Sabonis was bad. Bro, honestly, I'm inclined to give it to someone on their team. I'm gonna give it to Mobley. Damn, we were ass. All right, so Sabonis versus Jokic. I don't know, man. We're gonna continue to take away the bench minutes. Need our starters to play. Yeah, we got to pick one of these bench guys to go. And it can't be Drummond. It really can't be DiVincenzo. So that means it has to be our rookie who's playing well. But it's a necessary evil. 36 for Smart, 36 for all the starters. And yeah, Jamal Murray's matchup's gonna be Marcus Smart. I can't believe we're gonna have to try and win without our best player. All right, let's see. Game one is a win by 4. Towns had a good one. Sabonis 7, 16, and 10 on bad shooting. But how is Brunson gonna be back at all? He's only day to day. Okay. Game 2 is a loss. Towns 30 and 13. We lose by 9. Jokic did his thing. Can Brunson play? Brunson can play. He's back. Okay. That's huge. I still think we take away Wilkins minutes as well as John Isaacs. I think Marcus Smart's super valuable playing chunk minutes for us off the bench. I guess something like this. I don't like our starters only playing 30 minutes. We'll leave it for now, but next game we got to change it. Game 3, it looked like it was going to come down to the wire. Oh, it didn't. Okay. 44 for Towns. Shout out Karl Anthony Towns. We got a new custom finals court too. Mikhail's going to be out for the rest of the finals, it looks like. Yep. They want to start Lonnie Walker. I disagree. We're going to start Marcus Smart. Smart and Brunson will be our backcourt. Man, we are getting beat up. Going to take away Wilkins minutes. Think this is what we're rocking with. Murray's going to get guarded by Smart. Jokic by Towns. Those are really the two guys I'm worried about. Game 4 in Denver. We're up 2-1. Can we take a 3-1 lead? It's a close game. Single digits. 8-4. And they have a 1-point lead with a minute 30 left. We will hop in. Looks like a solid lineup for us. OG's in there instead of Brunson. Josh to Smart. Smart to Sabonis. Sabonis is going to throw it inside to Karl Anthony Towns, who has Garnett on him. Gets fouled. Oh, from this angle. I should have known because that animation's never close, but from this angle, angle, it looked like he might have a chance there. Cat at the line for 2. First one up and good. Second one misses. It rims out. 85%er. Peyton Watson, most improved player, trying to drive on OG. Can't get nothing going. Gives it up to Murray. Murray guarded by Smart. Inside to Jokic. Looked like we were blitzing him as soon as he caught it. Murray, 3 ball. Smart's there. Contest it just well enough. Under a minute left. Hart with the rebound. Pushes it up. Smart in the corner. Smart on the drive. Right around Murray. Gets the layup to go. Is Brunson fouled out? Yeah, he fouled out in only 26 minutes and he was having a good scoring game. That's unfortunate. But Marcus Smart picking up the slack. Murray probably just going to dump this into Jokic. Let the best player in the world try and get a go at Towns. Post hook. Rolls in there. That's too easy for Jokic. There's almost no defense. We still have 1 timeout left and a chance to take the lead here. We're going to get it into Marcus Smart, it looks like, at half. Run something quick. Get it 2 for 1. Towns in the post. Gets doubled. Kicks it out. Hart for 3. Really good contest and no rebound. Christian Brown going the other way. They are in the bonus. Jokic wide open. Nobody picked up Jokic. Oh my gosh. All right, well then I'm gonna make some subs for us. I want CJ in. Wait, he has a B-3. All right, we'll go with Wilkins. Yeah, we'll just go with our best shooters, I guess. You know, I think I'm gonna take OG out just because he's gassed. I think this looks pretty good. Just get us out of the timeout. All right, neither team, or no, they have 1 timeout. We have none. We got really good shooting on the floor. Just run a pick and pop with Towns. All right, they give it to Towns at the top of the key. He's trying to drive. Kicks it right back out to DiVincenzo. Sabonis catches. Towns looking to post up. Catches it in the post. They're bringing a double. Towns kicks it out. DiVincenzo for 3. Gets it to go with 7.9 left. We have a lead in the NBA Finals. That's why you bring back the Dante DiVincenzo. I should have made subs. Actually, the team probably did. We're probably good. Yep, Smart's back in there, as is OG. Okay, I feel good. Just get a stop. Just get a stop. Christian Brown for 3. Jokic with a chance to win the game. It rolls out. Let's go. Let's go. We're going back to MSG with a chance to win the finals. Josh Hart's hair sticking out of his headband. We'll ignore that. 46, 19, and 9 for Jokic. And we just had more supporting cast help. Let's go, Dante. 3-1 series. Come on. On our home floor. Let's see the home floor and let's put this series away. They have the lead. I don't think they're... Oh, I was going to say, I don't think they're surrendering it, but we come back. We have the lead. Under 2 minutes is a 4-point game. We'll hop in here. We'll at least get a look at the finals court. It looks clean. I honestly feel like I should have went different yellows, but not a big deal. All right, Strother throws it into Murray. Murray guarded by Smart, of course. Brunson on the floor. That's nice to see. 3 ball. Murray can't put it away. Drummond with the rebound. Gives it to Smart. Smart should be looking for Brunson. Or whoever's guarding Town should get fucking... Is that Archie or Jordan Goodwin or whatever? The guy from the Lakers. Screen for Brunson. Brunson midi. Got it. 2-point game. Murray gets the screen from also Murray. Smart catches up. Pump fake Murray. 2 pump fakes. Smart is there. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hart guarding Strother. We're going to get a 3 from Strother. A deep one. Pretty well contested. Unless you ask 2K. We're the best rebounding team in the league. I didn't know that. Marcus Smart trying to make something happen. Gives it to Andre. Getting guarded by either Chris or Keegan Murray. I don't know. This should be a bucket, but Drummond's so weak now. Kicks it out to Marcus Smart. Back to Towns. Towns should score. Go for something. Inside to Brunson though. Lays it up and we have a tie game. Where's Jokic? 37, 9, and 10. Only 2 missed shots and he fouled out. Oh my God. 5 of 5 from 3. Murray's trying to keep them in it. Christian Brown getting guarded by Brunson. Another screen by Murray. Christian Brown turns the corner. Puts his head down. Smart guarding Murray. Fade away Murray. Can't get it. That's off. And we have a chance to take the lead with under 30 seconds to go. I don't understand why we're not running things for Towns right now. I mean, I love getting the ball to Brunson. That's going to be easy layup, actually. We have the lead now. They have no timeouts as well. Brunson taking over. As our last 3 buckets, we went from down 4 to up 2. Screen on Brunson. Christian Brown gives it up to Murray. Murray with another fader. This one is also no good. Drummond on the rebound. Not the guy you want shooting free throws if you're us, but that's okay. That's okay, guys. I'm going to take Brunson out for defensive purposes right now. We'll go Smart. You know, no, we'll go DiVincenzo, Hart, Isaac at the 4. OG fouled out. Sabonis fouled out. All right, yeah, we'll go Lonnie Walker at the 2. Josh Hart at the 3. I feel like that's the best defensive lineup we got right now. I don't want to shoot this though. How can I get away? Hopefully they make my subs. They might not now. Drummond makes the first, and they did make my subs, it looks like. Second free throw is also up and good. Who would have thought? Andre Drummond, biggest free throws of his career, knocks them both down, and that should do it. Peyton Watson's 3 is no good. John Isaac with the rebound right to DiVincenzo. Who deserves it more? Dante DiVincenzo with the team that moved on from him. Cat limping out there. Poor cat, dude. Oh, he's fine now. What a series, man. Jokic, honestly, Jokic probably deserves finals MVP too. I don't know like what Brunson or Towns stats exactly look like, but those stats from what I saw from Jokic are insane. Why is John Isaac the first one to hold the trophy? Get him off the podium, bro. He doesn't even need to be there. They didn't show me who finals MVP is, so we will see it here. It is Karl Anthony Towns. He averaged 32 and 9 on 55, 80 free throw, 52 3. Could not be happier. All right, y'all. I know this isn't my usual experimental type video, but I do like doing normal rebuilds from time to time, especially in the off season when things are changing, and you're not in that period of where you're like, okay, we have to wait and see how it works on the court. So if you like these type of videos, please leave a like. If you have any suggestions that you want to see, I'm always open. I'm all ears, and any love is appreciated on this video. If you don't mind leaving a like, comment, anything, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.